Well, it's time to get you guys a check of the forecast, so we're going to start with the heat. A heat advisory is in place for DeSoto and Sarasota counties. It's going to go from noon until 7 o'clock this evening. These are the locations where once you factor in the humidity, it's going to feel like 110 to 112. All of us are going to be dangerously hot again today with our temperatures soaring into the upper 90s. We broke records here over the weekend, and we have the possibility to tie them again today. We're waking up here with temperatures in the upper 70s with low to mid 80s there along the coastline. And this afternoon, we've got 97 on the board there for Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Arcadia. Some locations, Port Charlotte, 98 degrees. And that, again, is actual air temperature. That does not take into account what it's going to feel like with the humidity. That reading of 97 in Fort Myers and Punta Gorda would tie a record of both locations. Naples actually broke a record yesterday, reaching 98 degrees. And you can see those heat index values getting up to 110, if not higher there, off to the north. That's why Arcadia and areas there in Sarasota County are under that heat advisory from noon until 7. As far as wet weather to cool us off here today, not going to be much. About a 30% chance to pick up a little wet weather. And as far as your morning commute, nothing. We are just fine. A couple of showers sitting off of Tampa, St. Pete. Our rain chances will start to come up after being as low as 10% over the weekend. We'll see a 50-50 shot starting by midweek. So not extremely high, but we are at least going to see some rain to cool us down. Today, lunchtime, hot and dry. If we're to see a shower today, the highest chance is going to be in the Collier County and just a 30% chance of one of those moving through in those late afternoon hours. So as far as our rainfall needs, we're still needing it in Fort Myers for sure. We're now over 11 inches behind for the year. Punta Gorda at 7. It's been a dry July, and there are still places in South Florida, especially over on the East Coast, where there are drought conditions. For the Southwest Florida side, still abnormally dry with the southern parts of Collier showing up at moderate. Tomorrow, it doesn't get a whole lot better here, just up to about a 40% chance, but at least we're starting to see a little more wet weather to cool us down. And then looking ahead into Wednesday, that's when we start to see a little more moisture build back in, and that's where we'll get back to that 50, maybe even a 60% chance of wet weather. Quick check of the tropics here today. National Hurricane Center not watching any areas for development, so we're going to round out the month of July quiet, but the bulk of the season still ahead of us. As far as what it looks like for the rest of the week, mid-90s all the way through the end of the week into the weekend. Rain chances will stay around 50% starting Wednesday, rolling all the way through Sunday. But this afternoon, take it easy if you got to be outside.